My friends, I want to talk tonight about a guitar neck that I bought off Amazon. This is a guitar that was sent to me or gifted to me by Matt Patton from Matt's Big Dream. Subscribe to him on YouTube if you like. Matt had really done a great job. He put like a TLG, you can see some residue from it here. What happened, Matt, so you'll know, I sort of messed up the YouTube thing back here. I actually dropped the guitar and messed it up. I had to go back and do some repairs and stuff to it. I found out that this plastic had never been taken off this, and so the TLG you put on there, anyway, it had plastic on it. And when I pulled it off, it was gone. What I've got, I put a brand new neck on it because I messed up the frets on this neck. It was an Indiana guitar, and there's like 4 or 5 places of bad frets, and I thought rather than paying to get it refretted or trying to do that myself when I really can't. And this was a great neck, by the way, but this one is really impressive. This was like 40 bucks or something. Was it 49 bucks? And the thing I was, okay, when I put it on, this is honestly the first time I've ever re-necked a guitar. You know, and so this is kind of a new learning thing for me, but I watched a video to make sure I was doing it right. And I took my time doing it. And this neck is killer. And it's probably one of the straightest, best playing necks. Now, I might actually have just a little bit of backward action on this. But for some reason, it's working with the way I had I did some minor adjustment back here, make sure I didn't have any string buzz. But that action is very low, my friends. I don't know if you can see it. I'm actually playing some stuff that I haven't played in a while just because of the fact it's so playable. So what I want to say about this neck is that it is super hard maple. The frets are narrow frets, but they seem to be really well finished. I've got no fret burrs or anything. Take a close look at them. You can see they're filed down pretty well. I can say super hard maple. It was hard to drill into it, really. The thing I had to do, of course, was take this off, take the neck off, kind of cleaned out the neck cavity thing there, place this in. I took the screws and put it back in and kind of tapped them a little bit with a hammer so I could see where exactly to drill. I did use the hand drill and I drilled into this, and then I screwed it, bolted the neck back on really well. And like I say, I did truss it forward just a little bit because it actually leaned maybe a little bit backward. And I trussed it forward, and trussing seemed to work. And like I say, the action is super low. I seem to have no high frets. I didn't know what to expect. You know, was it going to work well or not? The nut is really nice. As a matter of fact, now I've got fender locking tuners, which are about 55 or 60 bucks. I would recommend if you got a Strat or Telly or something, put those on there, man. Those are nice. I use hip shots when I'm doing, you know, the 6, 3 on each side type thing. So hip shot tuners are great. But I would recommend for fenders, since they're already made to go on a fender type neck, these were great. All I had to do, of course, it needed to be drilled for the tuner. So each tuner has 2 little kind of nubs that stick out the bottom, on little barbs that stick out. And so what I did, I tightened the tuner all the way down before I installed it, and then laid it on there. And then I tapped slightly with a hammer so I could see where the little nubs are going to be. And again, I drilled it all by hand, and it installed great. And this guitar is playing fantastic. This is probably a guitar that was purchased for 150 bucks or less, maybe. And but I always thought that the pickups on this thing sounded just superb. Should be said I'm playing through this little old Fender, what is this thing called? Mustang 1 from about 10, 12 years ago. Plays fast, man. Excellent. So I'm going to put the link to where you can get this if you need a new neck. Even I think if you needed like a whole fret job done, but wanted a neck that already has the frets done for like 40, I think it was 49 bucks. So whatever that nut material is there, I've not put any graphite or any lubricant or anything in it. I'm going to. But this guitar is staying in tune pretty dang well, very well actually. I used to have a string tree on there, up here, 2 string trees actually. And I don't know if it's the Fender tuners or it's the shape of the way it slopes backward, but I've got enough tension on the strings that I get no buzz. Maybe a little bit there, but I don't think it's the fault of that. It's not. I may need to work a little bit down here or something. When you go through the amp, you don't get it, but yeah, really good nut. Like I say, not having to use a string tree, pretty cool. I will put the links to where you can get this neck, and if you need a really good Strat neck, or want to improve an economy guitar, that's a pretty good one to go with right there, my friends. Well done, whoever did that. Pretty piece of wood too. Peace to all who watch. Subscribe to the channel if you like.